Lifecycle rules. Let's talk about how you can use them to help you to save money on AWS S3. Usually, when you start using AWS S3 for storing content, you might not see too much of a deal to worry about reducing costs with the content saved there. However, the more you use and the more content you add, you might end up seeing your S3 costs skyrocketing. Luckily, AWS provides some techniques to help you to reduce your costs there. And today, we're going to talk about lifecycle rules which can help you with the goal mentioned before. Okay, great. So what are the lifecycle rules? Lifecycle rules allows you to automatically move objects between S3 storage classes. And these are the major S3 storage classes right now. I'm going to attach a link in the description for you so you can read more about them and what are the major use cases for each one of them. Besides this, with lifecycle rules, you can automatically delete old objects on S3 and you can also delete incomplete multi-part uploads. So if you try to upload something to the bucket using multi-part uploads and the upload went wrong, you can configure a lifecycle rules to automatically delete the object parts for you. Okay, great. So let's see this in action. But before we proceed, if you're enjoying this content, just give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to unlock the full potential of AWS S3. And don't forget that the more you learn, the better you become and more value you can provide. So let's keep going with our journey. Okay, great. So here we are in our testing bucket. Here I have a test file using the standard storage class. So for creating a lifecycle rule, let's go to Management, the Management tab. Here we can see all the lifecycle rules being applied to the bucket. In my case, I don't have a lifecycle rule being applied to the bucket, so I'm gonna create one. I'm gonna call it Test Lifecycle Rule. You can select if you want to apply to all objects in the bucket or only to a subset of them by prefix. So if you want to apply only by prefix, you can put the prefix here. In my case, I want to apply to all objects in the bucket. So I'll click here, and then I have to acknowledge the fact that this rule will be applied to all objects in the bucket. So we click here. So here we are the actions that we can do with our lifecycle rule. The first thing that I'm going to do is to move objects between S3 storage classes. So I'm going to say that after 30 days, I'm going to move the objects from the standard to standard IA. And after 60 days, I'm going to move to Glacier Instant Retrieval. So here you can see the flow for the object. After 30 days, the object will be moved to standard IA, and after 60 days, the object will be moved to Glacier Instant Retrieval. Besides this, we can also say that we want to delete or expire current versions of objects, which means that, in our case, for example, after 180 days, the object will be deleted automatically from the bucket. So this is the flow for every object inside the bucket. Besides this, we can also say, for example, that I want to delete or expire files which were not completely uploaded to the bucket. So if you try to use multi-part upload to upload a file to the bucket and the upload fails, S3 will automatically delete the remaining parts for the file. And then we can configure how many days we want to do this. I want to say, for example, after 30 days, you delete these incomplete parts. And that's it. This is one of the rules that we can do to apply for objects in a bucket. And this can help us to save some money on S3 because the object will move between classes as time goes on. And then once we review our rule, we click to create a rule. And that's it. This is our testing lifecycle rule on our bucket. And that's it. Now you know some exciting tricks to help you to make the best decisions regarding cost optimization on AWS S3. If you like this kind of content, just give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next time.